Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no, my stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know of you whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir, my determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I call Roderigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messalene, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we have ended so. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day!
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. But though I could not with such estimable wonder over far believe that, yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him who you've recovered, desire it not. Fare ye well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that, upon the least occasion, mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did spur me forth, and not all love to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage, but jealousy, what might befall your travel, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks, and thanks. And ever oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But were my worth, as in my conscience firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I'm not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count his galleys I did some service, of such note indeed, that were I ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew great number of his people?
The offence is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which, for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It does not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburb at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, whilst you beguile the time, and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why, I your purse.
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase, and your store, I think, is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse-bearer, and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for some oath's sake. Marry, he had better bethought him of his quarrel, and he finds now that scarce to be worth talking of. Therefore, draw for the supportance of his vow. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give grind if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. This gentleman will, for his honour's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot, by the duello, avoid it. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on to it.
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you, 'tis against my will.
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman have done offence, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? Why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you who will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold. Here come the officers.
I'll be with you anon.
Pray, sir, put your sword up, if you please.
Marry will I, sir. And for that I promise you, I'll be as good as my word. He will bear you easily and reigns well.
This is the man, do thy office.
Antonio, I rest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favour well, though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away, he knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have showed me here, and part being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my present with you. Hold, there's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? It's possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion. Do not tempt my misery, lest that it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none. Nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainness, babbling drunkenness, or any taint of vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood.
O heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away!
But oh, how veiled and idle proves this God! Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauteous evil are empty trunks o'erflourished by the devil.
The man grows mad. Away with him. Come, come, sir.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly.
Cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not...
Come, Let's see the event.
I dare lay any money 'twill be nothing yet.
Warbling vessel was he captain of, for shallow draught and bulk unprizable, with which such scathful grapple did he make with the most noble bottom of our fleet, that very envy and the tongue of loss cried fame and honour on him. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the phoenix nerve fraught from Candy, and this is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private brabble did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know what 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou salt-water thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on base and ground enough Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A rack past hope he was. His life I gave him, and dared thereto add my love without retention or restraint, all his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town, drew to defend him when he was beset, where, being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew a 20 years removed thing, while one would wink, denied me mine own purse, which I'd recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. But more of that anon.
Sir Toby, because we'll be dressed together.
Will you help? An ass head and a coxcomb and a knave. A thin-faced knave, a gull.
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam, I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less, with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and 2 persons, a natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio, how have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in 2 is not more twin than these 2 creatures. Which is, Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere.